Well, today we leave Hanoi, we head down to Halong Bay. How long? How long does it take to get there? About 2 hours. It's about 2 hours.
The episode opens with Damian delivering a joke of such staggering originality that it has sent shockwaves through the linguistic community. He likens Halong Bay to the phrase, "how long?" It is a pun so fresh, so daring, that one can only assume it hasn't been uttered by every English-speaking tourist since the mid-19th century. Bravo, Damo. Truly, a pioneer.
Highlight of the trip?
Food.
Food? Beer? Well, you get that anywhere though. What about in the loop? The loop was good?
Yeah,
the mountains?
That was,
Excuse me, just trying to... The little villages.
The waterfalls? Yeah, waterfalls. Seeing how they live in the little villages, yeah.
At this juncture, we bid a fond and perhaps envious farewell to Jeff and Lisa, who depart the tour. The Elite 10, Brad and Debbie, Mario and Brenda, Rodney and Michael, Maureen and Denise, and our protagonists Mel and Damo board the bus for a 3-hour transit south.
From there it takes about 1 hour 30 minutes.
They pause at a shopping venue meticulously engineered to separate husbands from their currency with the efficiency of a high-powered vacuum. Inside, the group is surrounded by needlework, Vietnamese scenes stitched with microscopic precision, ceramics, Vietnamese scenes glazed onto every conceivable surface, sculptures, Vietnamese scenes carved from things that probably shouldn't be carved, pearls, the ultimate wallet threat. Damian, sensing a financial ambush, executes a tactical retreat to the packaged foods aisle, presumably to find comfort in a bag of local crackers. The group arrives at the Halong Bay port, a bustling hub that resembles a primary school excursion if the school had 5,000 students and several hundred boats.
This is the Halong Bay port. Everybody's here on their boats. I wonder which one ours is. There's a dragon down there.
Damian, who has spent the last week enjoying the relative solitude of the mountains, begins to experience crowd shock. The previous 10 days were spent in a bubble of 12. Now, he is surrounded by travelers from every corner of the globe. The realization hits, the tranquil portion of the holiday has been replaced by something significantly more hectic.
Are you up here?
And we really hope we will have a good trip and have a good time in here with us. Thank you.
Lucky! Who did pick up the room key?
Me.
Oh. Alright, this is the Halong Bay room. What do we have over here?
We have rubbish in the water.
We have our own toilet and shower. It's not bad. And we're moving.
After boarding their vessel and inspecting a cabin that is remarkably stationary, the group gathers on the top deck. The 360-degree view is, in all fairness, breathtaking once you look past the other 400 boats sharing the vista. The crowds at the port are now a thing of the past, but for Halong, see what I did there? Damian decides this is the perfect moment for his 360-degree camera. In a display of true directorial madness, he instructs the gang to dance to an imaginary beat, promising to add music later. Debbie, a natural performer, leans into the absurdity, dancing with an enthusiasm that suggests she can actually hear the future soundtrack. Well, okay, I'll add a beat. The group transfers to a tender for the afternoon's activities, jet boating and kayaking. They arrive at a floating deck that currently houses approximately half of the world's population.
Absolutely crazy.
It is not quite the secluded paradise depicted in the brochures. They secure a spot on the speedboats and film a lengthy montage of speeding through Halong Bay, with the speedboat driver doing his best to loose everybody's hats. On the return, nature decides to intervene. A storm rolls in, complete with lightning bolts that serve as a very effective clear-the-water signal.
There's just been a halt to the activities due to a thunderstorm. There's lightning coming down everywhere, and they've called all the kayakers in. We were just about to start kayaking, so we're just going to have a bit of a wait. Hopefully the storm will pass.
Damian's instincts prove correct.
We finally got on the kayak. Storm has passed.
As the storm clears,
And I got Mel doing all the work. Just have a spin around there and have a look.
and the masses huddle under cover,
That's right. Now back to me.
he and Melanie are among the first
And we're
back
going to have
in.
the cove to ourselves, I think, pretty much. Once we get in there.
For a fleeting, glorious moment, they have the lagoon to themselves.
King Kong. This is where they filmed King Kong, around here somewhere. The place we went on a speedboat was where they filmed King Kong. So he said.
Oh, hey, darling.
Oh, the goanna.
Oh, the goanna too. Goanna? Yeah.
They're calling the goanna's tail.
Oh, no.
Oh, hang on. Hang on.
Hey! You see the goanna going up the rock?
Melanie enjoys the serenity of kayaking, while Damian, in the back, does 100% of the actual labor.
It goes up! Yay!
Right.
At the monkey ledge, the group witnesses a masterclass in human-animal misunderstanding.
Oh, you've got the pedal, huh?
A pair of inexperienced kayakers attempt to moor their craft by ramming it directly into the rocks occupied by a local macaque. Mr. Monkey, unimpressed by their maritime technique, delivers a menacing hiss.
Back off now.
The kayakers, seemingly unaware of how either biology or physics works, continue to paddle forward into the angry primate's personal space. Damian continues to film, his eyes fixed on a National Geographic nomination, or, at the very least, a "When Animals Attack" viral clip.
He did his job.
Yep, scared you away, you did.
Oh, gee.
The day's quiet dip takes place on a tiny island beach, currently occupied by several thousand other people.
It was great, isn't it? It's beautiful, postcard stuff.
The group scans the horizon, wondering if there is a square inch of water that isn't currently occupied by a human limb.
Oh, drop Vicky. It's gone now. It's gone now.
Okay, everyone, first I want to show you where we will meet up together. You see the exit number 2.
Yeah.
So we
Two
meet up
exit.
around the tree over there at 5:30.
Dat, acting as a human lighthouse, sets a rendezvous time before releasing the group into the hordes.
So this is swimming at Halong Bay. This is what it means. This is in low season too. Well, it's hot enough, I'm still going to go.
Going for a swim?
While Damian gets wet, Melanie takes control of the camera. The result is a series of existential questions. Is the red light on? Is it off? Is she filming the sand? We may never know.
Oh,
6:27 in Halong Bay. The weather has just turned beautiful. It's got a nice slight breeze. I think I'm missing out on the spring roll lesson up there, so I might just go up there.
You can see, I know the grabber.
get the hang of this.
We take some back table.
The evening's spring roll lesson is moved below deck due to the wind. Once downstairs, the lesson quickly devolves into a culinary free-for-all, a chaotic assembly line of rice paper and ambition.
Yeah, sorry, please. No, sorry.
French.
Here it is, the spring roll.
Bite.
Oh, I got a breakage.
Bite.
That'd be good bite. No. Yeah.
That would be a whole dinner for me. I'll send a photo to Peter.
We leave our travellers now as they settle in for their night on the bay, drifting between limestone peaks and reflecting on the fact that seclusion is a relative term when you're sharing it with 5,000 new friends. A new day arises in Halong Bay, and with it comes the familiar, stubborn humidity that has once again colonised Damian's camera lens.
We've woken up in Halong Bay. Still as still. It's still quite humid
The screen is a soft, milky white.
and appears to be low tide. See some of the beaches around here.
No, Damo, we can't see a thing.
There's some local fishing boats over there.
We are essentially watching a documentary filmed through a bowl of porridge.
Alright, just cleared the screen, a bit foggy before. Yeah. So it looks like low tide over there.
As the fog, internal and external, begins to lift, the bay reveals its low tide secrets. The lower portions of the limestone peaks become visible, looking suspiciously like the stained, barnacle-encrusted teeth of a very old giant. This morning's expedition leads the group to Hang Sung Sort, the largest cave in the bay, famously known as the Surprise Cave. The first surprise, as Michael and Rodney quickly discover, is the sheer number of stairs required to reach the entrance. They lead the way upward, pausing frequently for unbeatable vistas. Mel and Damo take these pauses for photo opportunities, which is the international tourist code for I am desperately trying to lower my heart rate. Upon entering, the group realizes that cave is an understatement. This is an enormous, echoing grotto that could comfortably house a small fleet of buses. Bored with the spaciousness of the entrance, Damian locates a narrow crevice to squeeze through, hoping for adventure. He finds instead an even larger chamber.
Can you imagine discovering this cave?
The cave, it seems, is mocking him. Local legend points out a rock formation resembling a happy Buddha. As the group stares at the hunk of limestone, it becomes clear that a significant amount of eye squinting and perhaps a mild concussion is required to see anything other than a damp rock. In a makeshift photo studio deep within the earth, Brad and Debbie seize the moment to renew their vows. They commit themselves to a future of mutual support, shared adventures, and a solemn, unbreakable promise. Never again to dance to imaginary music for Damian's 360-degree camera. The exit of the cave leads, with predictable geological precision, directly into a gift store.
You might think it's cool in the caves, but it's deceivingly hot and we're all dripping. Uh-oh. That was a good cave though. Probably the biggest cave I've been in. Yeah. And we're out. So if you're asking how hot it is in Vietnam in June, it's this hot. Yeah. It's good though. Kinda. I've come out of that cave sweating, so I have to try and find a shirt to wear. No. Got the watermelon ice cream.
Once back at the port, the group finds their bus waiting, but not before one final cultural hurdle, the pearl presentation.
Back on land now, and we are stopped at the pearl factory where they make pearls. So we're going to get a bit of a lesson, and I wonder if they sell oysters as well. You get a Kilpatrick or two.
Oh yeah.
The resident pearl expert begins her lecture, but Brad, a man who has clearly seen an oyster or two in his time, waits patiently to take over the demonstration.
I want to show you one by one, and if you have any questions, let me know, okay? If you like, you can take photo, video. This is the first one. It's the most popular, classic one. It's in French, but in here it's called black. You can see they look like rainbow color, so they give lacquer with many different luster in the oyster. And next step, we need to receive an oyster. This table is different. She insert one piece and one for later. To grow only one per in oyster, but it's just only one. This one medium size, grow around 3 years. And this one is the red, the golden champagne, golden data, very rare. It's take around. So these are 3 types right here you can see.
It appears Damian did not escape the pearl shop as quickly as his wallet would have liked. Melanie emerges as a very lucky girl, and Damian emerges with a significantly lighter bank account. This concludes the Trip-a-Deal tour of Vietnam. Our travelers have endured a gauntlet of experiences that would break lesser souls. Practicing the art of human frogger in a sea of scooters, navigating switchbacks that defied the laws of gravity, scaling breast-like mountain peaks for the sake of science, witnessing waterfalls that straddle international lines, speedboating through crowds that rivaled a stadium concert, consuming vast quantities of local delicacies and happy water with varying degrees of internal success. As the bus heads toward the airport, one question remains: where will Trip-a-Deal be sending this band of misfits next time? And more importantly, will Damian have cleaned his lens by then?